What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So we're gonna check out 10 sickest burns in WWE. Sometimes the best promos and moments and segments come from when wrestlers are allowed to go back and forth with each other. And I think those moments, even though I'm sure they, probably discuss it in the back, it comes off less scripted. It comes off more like two wrestlers just, verbally sparring with each other, and I love it. It makes for great entertainment on television. So we're gonna check this out by none other than WrestleMania. Appreciate all the love and support on the channel. We're almost at 50k subs, and I am very thankful for that. So let's check this video out.
We've been breaking barriers, we've been setting records, and we didn't get here because of our daddies.
One of the best promos. The Usos, at this time they were heels. The Usos versus the New Day. This promo was so good, man. So good.
Throughout the decorated history of WWE, there have been some incredible promos delivered by legendary superstars.
This is true.
Moreover, there have been certain lines in these legendary promos that have shocked fans, as the content of those promos was rather controversial.
Yes.
Some of the biggest burns ever delivered during a WWE promo are more often than not when the superstar gets personal with their rival, mentioning the superstar's personal life and sometimes breaking kayfabe entirely.
This is true.
Y'all look just like your mugshots.
Remember that? Yes, man, that's what makes these segments so dope sometimes, when they actually get really personal.
How was it getting arrested?
Additionally, it can sometimes be the fans who deliver the biggest burns to superstars. Over the years, there have been some incredibly creative and downright rude chants which have left certain superstars stunned.
The "you suck" chants for Kurt Angle, legendary.
But which times were they?
Wow.
Well, join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the sickest burns in WWE history.
That's crazy, man. Can't wait for the crowds to come back. I believe they come back this month, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling
Definitely go
videos,
subscribe to
and follow us on
WrestleMania,
Facebook
man.
for
Great
exclusive
content.
lists.
So definitely check them
You
out.
forgot Jason Jordan.
That's no big deal. For years, Kurt kind of forgot about him too.
Yep. That storyline was so cringe. The Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan.
Number 10, Please Retire. The
Oh,
Please Retire
yeah.
chants, which were directed at the Big Show from 2015 onwards, was certainly one of the biggest burns of the modern era in WWE. The chants began when the Big Show entered into a feud with Roman Reigns, and fans had no desire to see Big Show feud with Reigns.
No.
As a result, they hijacked everything Big Show did with chants of Please Retire.
Reigning winner of the second annual Andre the Giant Memorial.
Bro, that's so messed up.
Although they were harsh, it was an accurate reflection of what fans thought about the WWE's lackluster booking at the time. The Big Show would discuss what he thought about the infamous chants in a 2015 interview with The Mirror. "I think I'm doing my job as a heel. I think a lot of it too is just a way for the audience to have fun. I mean, let's face it, I don't have people coming up to me in the street telling me to please retire. I have people I meet in person who are thankful for everything I've done and they appreciate it. I think that's just the audience having fun, and when they chant that, I'm going to react to them and be engaging and have fun with them and tell them I'm going nowhere. I'm going to be the bad guy and react appropriately."
And that's good. A lot of people are not going up to Big Show saying, "Hey, can you retire?" A lot of them like, "Holy shit, it's the Big Show, man. I appreciate everything you've done in the industry." Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Granted, when the crowds do that, chant those type of chants, it's coming from a real place because obviously they don't care what they're seeing. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? And it works, especially if you're a heel. That it works perfectly. That plays right into your character.
Number 9, Chris Jericho owns Stephanie McMahon. One of the top matches for SummerSlam 2001 was the match between Chris Jericho and Rhino. This match was taking place during the Invasion storyline, and Jericho was representing WWE, whilst Rhino was representing WCW and the ECW Alliance. The build-up to the match featured one of the most alleged
Yeah, one of the most legendary promo segments of all time.
Promos in Raw history. Rhino alongside Stephanie were in the ring, and Jericho would come onto the stage to address his SummerSlam opponent. Jericho would state,
I'm
gonna take care of that smelly, nasty animal. And I'm gonna get you too, Rhino.
Meet Chris and Mark.
Man, bro, this is when let them just go. Let them go on the
trade
mic,
top
man, back in the
cryptocurrencies.
day.
The crowd erupted at Jericho's comments as it was truly unexpected and extremely clever. It was made even better by Stephanie's face as she looked on in absolute disbelief. Number 8. What would your father think? Well, without a doubt, the most epic promo during the Invasion storyline was when Paul Heyman went on a verbal tirade of WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. In the promo, Heyman would ask Vince what his dad would think of the way he's conducted and managed the WWE since he took over. It was a complete fourth wall break and a promo that was way ahead of its time. In the promo, Heyman would state, "Your father shook the hand of every promoter in this country and swore to them that he'd never compete against them, that his son would never compete against them. And when your father died, you competed. And with your ruthless, merciless, take-no-prisoners attitude, you drove everybody out of the business, didn't you, Vince? You ran all the competition to the ground and stole all their ideas and you made yourself a billionaire out of it. I know whose idea you stole the most, Vince. You stole mine. You got nothing, man. What you got is my ideas and you stole my life, my money, my legacy."
That was definitely a fourth wall breaking promo. Came from the heart because that's actually what happened. So, oh man, promos like this and the fact that Vince was cool to let him riff, like just go off like that, it shows that, you know, even though Vince is, you know, he may have some shady tactics to, you know, where he's gotten to in his career, he also knows that having that sense of realism, that sense of personal like touch to a promo or a segment enhances the overall story, man. So
According to Heyman in a 2020 interview with Inside the Ropes, Vince gave him full creative control on what to say and nothing was off limits. Heyman would reveal,
To his credit, I'll give him a ton of credit. I went up to Vince halfway through the day and I said, "Do you even want to know what I'm, you know, some of the shit I want to say to you?" And he went, "Nope, draw me money." You know?
yep, sounds like Vince.
Okay, are you gonna say anything back to me? No. Just draw me money, you know?
That's Vince.
And, you know, so we were in Gorilla, and I was about to go out to cut the promo, and I looked over at Vince, who was eating a protein bar, and I said, "Hey, you sure you don't want to know anything I'm going to say here? Some of this shit's real heavy. Will it draw me money? Yeah.
Yep.
It'll get a lot of attention, Vince, that I promise you. It's a go-home show, goddammit. Bring it." "Yes, sir, Captain."
That sounds just like Vince. Vince didn't care, bro. It's like, hey, is it gonna bring some money? Is it gonna bring some intrigue? Yeah. But you sure you don't? I don't want to know a goddamn thing. Go. And that is what makes it so pure.
I'm on my way.
Next up, John Cena verbally owns Roman Reigns.
I know you guys have been wanting me to react to this segment for so long. I really wish I could. I just know WWE, especially with this segment, they're going to probably block it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to cut up the segment, like to cut up my reaction to this, even though I've seen it plenty times. I would have to cut it up so much it wouldn't, like the video wouldn't be cohesive. So, like I said, this is a legendary moment. Literally, John Cena schooled him on how to deliver a promo. I want to say this was the seeds of Rogue Roman Reigns being planted right here, because he got destroyed in this segment, bro. Like, you can tell he was legitimately getting upset. He was getting destroyed live on television, bro.
The build-up to the John Cena-Roman Reigns match at 2017's No Mercy pay-per-view had one of the most memorable builds in recent memory.
Yes.
The build was so good that some fans were saying it was strong enough to main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, it
Whilst
was.
the two were in a promo, Reigns completely forgot his promo in the middle of the ring.
Yep, he forgot his
This
lines.
resulted in Cena saying,
It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
Bro, that was...
Reigns had really struggled with his promo work up until this point,
Yep.
so for Cena to call him out on it was a huge deal, and
Yep.
Reigns clearly looked uncomfortable that he'd
Yep.
just been exposed in the middle of the ring. Number 6, if you put the letter S in front of the Hitman, Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin's legendary feud between 96 and 97 was the feud which truly took Stone Cold to the next level. It showed WWE that Austin needed to be the next top guy in the company, and one of the most iconic moments in the feud took place in the In Your House Mind Games pay-per-view. At the pay-per-view, Austin would cut a promo on Bret and state,
"Let me make myself clear. If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you've had my exact
All right, I
opinion
don't
of
think
Bret
we
Hart."
have to go there.
It was a very edgy and controversial line for the time period, and it actually forced Vince McMahon on commentary to apologize to the audience. Number 5, go back to bingo halls. But without a doubt, the most talked about moment in the history of WWE's Talking Smack show was the infamous shoot promo.
Yeah, the stuff with the Miz and Daniel Bryan, great. So great. So great, bro.
Which took place between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. As following SummerSlam in 2016, The Miz would be a guest on the show presented by Young and Daniel Bryan. During the interaction, Bryan would say that Miz wrestles like a coward and that Miz is scared to be hit.
"I don't get injured for 6 months to a year. I am here each and every week. But you sit there and call me a coward?"
This sent The Miz off the rails, and The Miz would respond with a legendary rant.
Yeah.
In the rant, The Miz stated that Bryan should quit WWE and go wrestle on the independent circuit, stating,
"You love being right in that wrestling ring and you love wrestling, right? Well, why don't you quit? Why don't you quit and go to the bingo halls with your indie friends?"
I think you need
then,
to
huh?
This is
This
so
resulted
good.
in Bryan getting up and walking off the set, creating one of the best moments on the show.
Yep.
Number 4, Stephanie McMahon makes a comment about CM Punk's UFC loss on Raw.
These people want you to quit, just like CM Punk did.
Oh yeah.
CM
That was
Punk
a
chants
nasty.
have become
That was a nasty little stinger there. Hey man, that whole CM Punk situation was definitely it just went south really quickly.
synonymous with bad WWE booking decisions. The CM Punk chants often surface when fans don't like what's happening in the ring, so as a result, they chant for Punk. Although the impact of these chants have died down over the past few years, a number of superstars don't let the audience get away with it.
"I tried to get him here. I'm sorry. He didn't want to show up."
Oh my God.
This was a direct burn towards Punk, who lost his UFC debut.
Yeah.
You know, we come out here for the winter to be
I'm
with
not
you.
gonna lie to you, man. Yeah, I was hoping CM Punk was gonna have a better
2 minutes,
showing.
a few months.
I was really hoping, and it just it didn't work too well. But much credit to CM Punk for even having the balls to step into that sport for real.
Prior. Number 3, John Cena calls out The Rock for having his promo on his wrist.
Oh, yep.
John Cena
Remember
vs.
this?
The Rock at WrestleMania 28 was one of the biggest matches in WWE history. The two icons squaring off really didn't require a special build, as the match built itself. But WWE decided to go all out with the build to the match.
Yep.
Some of the promo work from both men was top tier, and
Top
there were a
tier.
number of comments made by the two superstars which actually reportedly upset each other.
You know what? Vince is probably going to find me for this one, but the only reason he came back in the first place was to promote Fast 5 and launch his Twitter account.
They were having some great promos, man. It was some real jabs here.
The most notable was on the 27th February 2012 edition of Raw. Cena would confront The Rock in the ring, and he would inform The Rock that he didn't need words like respect and loyalty to trend worldwide.
Just like I don't need my notes for my promo on my wrist. Nice tattoo.
The Rock notably had his entire promo written out on his wrist a few weeks prior, and it was shocking to see Cena call out The Rock for this. You could see that The Rock was seething from Cena's comments, and it was highly likely that this line wasn't in the original script.
Nah, he was mad.
Number 2, Samoa Joe destroys Jeff Hardy. Samoa Joe attained a reputation during his time in the
Samoa Joe's promos are great too. His stuff with AJ Styles, bro, the whole Wendy situation. Oh my God, so good.
WWE for being one.
His stuff with Brock Lesnar was fantastic too.
One of the best promo guys in the entire company.
No
One of Joe's
doubt.
most acclaimed promos came in early 2018 when Joe cut a promo on every superstar that was competing in the upcoming Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. In the promo, Joe would look towards Jeff Hardy and declare, "Jeff, I already put you out. I don't even know what you're doing out here right now."
Hey,
Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the
Samoa Joe's so good. Oh, he's so good. I'm glad he's back in NXT, man. He is great. He is a national treasure in WWE.
Oh, this burn actually made Orton put his hands on his head due to how severe it was. It was truly epic. And number 1, Paul Heyman's epic one-night stand promo. ECW's One Night Stand pay-per-view in 2005 featured one of the sickest promos in wrestling history as Paul Heyman was unleashed in an unscripted manner. Heyman would set his sights on the selected WWE roster members which were positioned in the balcony. Heyman would begin with Edge telling everyone to hide their wives, referencing Edge's illicit affair which surfaced just a few months prior. Heyman then turned his attention to JBL and delivered one of the most memorable lines ever delivered in a wrestling promo. Heyman declared,
"The only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday."
It makes sense too. He didn't want to work Tuesdays.
It was truly a moment to behold, and nobody in attendance could actually believe what Heyman had just said. You could even tell that JBL wasn't even ready for that, as he had zero comeback. But there you have it, guys. 10 of the sickest burns.
Oh man, yo, not even gonna lie to you, man. This video was hella dope. So make sure if you haven't already, go subscribe to WrestleMania. Check out the original video. Run the likes up on the original video. This was pretty cool, man. So yeah. Hey, when it comes to these promo segments, these sick burns, it makes the overall storyline that much better when you see it, you know, and when you hear it. It's always dope. So, all right, man, comment down below. Let me know, what was your sickest, like, if you can remember, what was the sickest promo or burn that you remember in all of WWE, man? It doesn't matter if it's from this video or another time. Comment down below, let me know, so we can all go down memory lane here. But I appreciate all the love and support. Road to 50K. Appreciate y'all kicking it with me, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.